Hey everyone, I'm Adrienne from Breathless Getaways, and if you're new to my channel, I am a travel agent and I specialize in booking vacations to the Caribbean and to Europe. So in this video today, I have a really special treat. I have two clients that just came back from Montego Bay, Jamaica, and they are dropping some gems in this video. So in this video, you're gonna hear about what the Jewel Grande is like right now, today. I get emails all the time, but people wanting to know, what is it like right now? Is it still fun? Do they still have entertainment? Are the restaurants open? So you're gonna hear all of that. You're also gonna hear about Jamaica's new curfew. So they have a new curfew. Some days you cannot even leave your resort. So you're gonna hear about that. And you're gonna hear about excursions that you don't wanna miss when you visit Jamaica. So stay tuned. Definitely watch this video to the end. There's a lot of great information in here. And if you're looking for a travel agent that can take the stress away, save you time, save you money, and get you some really great perks, send me an email at adrienne@breathlessgetaways.com. I would love to help you plan your getaway. Just to let you know, I only take on a select few clients per month. So send me an email. I'll let you know my availability and hopefully we can work together soon. I have two very special guests with me today. I've got Travis and I've got Kim, who are my clients that just returned back from Jamaica. So guys, thank you so much for being here. And we just want to hear all about your experience and what you loved about Jamaica and the Jewel.
So for me, I like that I didn't have to do anything. Typically for me, when we go on vacations, I'm always the one who's booking everything, the excursions, trying to figure out what we're going to eat, our driver, that's all me. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, you know what? I don't want to do it. This is my best friend. So I'm like, it's our birthday. Let's try to figure something out. And we were trying to, decide where we wanted to go, what we wanted to do. So, of course, we were on YouTube. Right. And then we ran across your channel. And that's how we found you. And you basically did everything for us. The Jewel was beautiful. Beautiful. The pictures and live videos, like nothing did it justice. You have to actually be there.
That is so true. That is a beautiful resort. Like from the grounds to the people. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's incredible. So just tell us about your experience traveling to Jamaica during a pandemic. Like, how was it, like, from when you got off the plane? Did they take your temperature? How did you feel? Did you feel safe?
Once we actually got off at Jamaica, that is when the actual temperature checking started. Now, the one thing, I don't know if it's because I'm a nurse, that I found like just to be a little odd was, well, we're both nurses.
It's basically how they did the temperature.
Like they scan your hand. And I'm like, that's really not
it's not an accurate
check,
wow. Because it's right?
Right. Oh. Right. So, but I mean, like outside of that, it didn't take us long at customs at all. Like that was my biggest fear. I'm like, okay, coming into this, of course you watch all the videos and people are saying, oh, it took us like 2 hours to be able to get to our destination once we actually were there. But no, it took us maybe about 20 minutes, if that.
That's good.
Yeah, it didn't take long at all.
And tell us about now the Jewel. So I get emails pretty much every day about the Jewel. Like, how is it today? Are there a lot of people? Are the restaurants open? Do they have entertainment? So tell us about your experience at the Jewel. I know you loved it. I know you loved the grounds, but just tell us like what you experienced in terms of like changes because of the pandemic.
I'll go first for this part because this was my second time actually going to Montego Bay. Okay. There was not a lot of people, but there were enough people to where you could actually have fun and people watch, get to know people and see like, hey, well, you're kind of cool, I'm cool, like let's do other stuff together, yada yada yada. Mm-hmm. But it was to me. For me, it was just the right amount of people. The restaurants, every single one of the restaurants were open. We ate at different ones every single night we were there just to try it out, just to see how we would like it. The bars was open. We met Gary.
Yeah. Gary made some great drinks. I loved it. It wasn't too crowded. It was just enough people. As far as like mask and all that, you only had to wear the mask like while you were in the hotel, like you're ready to come out. Once you got to the beach, you were able to take the mask off. Only had to have it putting back on when you go back into the hotel. Once you're in your room, you were fine. So it wasn't wasn't really that bad. Even with the night entertainment that we had every night. Yeah, you could be, it was like
like
fast,
this.
just like this. And
everybody was comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, like nobody felt like Corona was going to be like,
exactly.
you know?
So, you know, it was great.
Okay, so you mentioned entertainment every night. So
yeah.
Was it indoors or was it outside?
Outdoors. It was at, let me see, we stayed in the Silver. The Century?
Yeah, it was the one on the side.
I think it was the Centra or Century, something like that.
Yeah. It was the one, because it was right next to the one that had the pool where you had the bar that you could swim up to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right there. That's good to know about the entertainment, because when I went, and that was in October, entertainment the first night was outside. Other than that, it was indoors, like in the main lobby where Gary is. So in terms of the food, what did you think about the food, and what was your favorite restaurant?
Amazing. My favorite, what is the name of it? I think it's like Le Bouchon, something like that. Like when you first go in there, you have the check-in to your right, and the steakhouse is to the left.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh,
yeah, that was the best for me. Like I had the first night we were there, I ordered steak and lobster tail. The lobster tail was like
huge, right?
It's big, yes. And it was so fresh. But that was my favorite. What was yours? Was it the same? What was it?
Yeah, I like the steakhouse. You're trying the other ones. The steakhouse definitely had to be the best one.
The steakhouse was so good, but I have to say, for me, it was the Asian restaurant. I did the hibachi. So but the steakhouse, I think because I ate so much in the daytime, I couldn't really eat that much by the time we went to the steakhouse. But I got the same thing as you, Kim. I got the steak and I got the lobster, and that lobster was huge. It was so big I couldn't even finish it.
I didn't either. I told him, I'm like, here, you can have it.
And it was worth it.
I think the perks about being at the Jewel was, like other places, they have the Butler service or whatever. And I can't really speak on other places, but for us, like we had a Butler there. We actually had two, but we only seen one, maybe 95% of the time. His name was Linroy, and he was thebomb.com. Like,
absolutely amazing.
I kept saying, you know, hey, like, why do you guys not have teams? Like, why do you not have teams? I really want some teams. And he messaged us in a group chat like, hey, you know, when you get back, check your refrigerator. There were teams in the refrigerator.
Oh, that's so good. Oh my gosh.
He was amazing. I had a birthday dinner. He set everything up.
Oh.
And it was just it was so nice and it was so special. Nice. Okay, but what was your other question? I'm sorry.
It's so funny because I was actually going to ask with the Butler service. Some people say to me, "Is it worth it?" So I wanted to
yes, definitely.
Thank you.
Too. Outside of Adrian handling everything before we got there, our butlers handle everything when we actually were there. You know, we didn't have to call and confirm. There you go.
Yeah.
Our butlers did all of that. Then when it came down to going on excursions or whatnot, they were waiting for us at the lobby with like water, towels, everything that we needed, stuff that we didn't ask them to do. Like when they first did it, we were shocked. We were like, huh? We already had towels and water in there that we had. But they did everything.
That's great.
What else?
It's like anticipate your needs before you even ask for it.
Right.
Yeah, if we could take them home, that would be perfect.
Right?
That was the most complicated thing about coming home because it's like, I have to cook now.
Right?
Oh, I gotta actually go get my own stuff now.
Oh my God. Like no one's gonna bring it to me. No one's gonna cocktail my meal.
You know?
So now I guess we'll transition into your excursions because I know you did a few of them. You did Rick's Cafe, Negril Beach, horseback riding you did, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about those and what your experience was and would you recommend it? And actually, I'm curious too, like with Rick's Cafe, I haven't been there in a while. So how is it today, like during COVID?
It was lit.
Yeah.
It was lit.
It was. The DJ was great. The food was great. Yeah, like it was it was a lot of fun, y'all. And I think, I will be like completely honest. I think that with people knowing that everybody had to be COVID tested within 72 hours of being there, I feel like everybody knew, okay, well, whoever's around me, they're fine, you know. So, and we had fun. We honestly had fun. It was a nice place. Before we went there, though, we went to Margaritaville.
Okay.
In Negril. And that was nice. The beaches were nice. As soon as I got there, though, Travis had to do something, like, so I was a little bit ahead of him. And like these people were calling me over, you know, so like I bought like waist beads, anklets. And then this one lady, she actually gave me a massage on the beach.
Wow.
It was amazing. And she charged, I think, like $1 per minute, which it was very much so worth it. Let me see what else. They had parasailing there. They had a whole lot of stuff there to actually do. So I would say, like, people who want to go, to maybe try to like plan a separate time to go back, because there is so much stuff to do there. But at the same time, like, if you're gonna go on the Catamaran, because we went on the Catamaran. Yeah. So like, we didn't get a chance to do like the parasailing and all kind of stuff like that, which was fine, because honey, on that Catamaran we had a grand old time.
Man, I love catamarans, partying, right? Rum punch.
Yes. And then I told Travis, I'm like, Travis, go over there and like tell him to make me like something like the strongest drink he can ever make, because today it was for my birthday, so I was trying to be lit. So he did. He made me a strong drink, and we just had a blast. And we went snorkeling. The snorkeling was fun. The only thing I will say about that, since I've traveled so many different places, is I wish it was a little bit longer. Yeah, once we got off at Rick's, it was like lit all over again. All over again. Yeah, because they have the cliffs. We didn't do that. Like, I can swim really, really good, but I was like, maybe next time.
I don't blame you. All right. So with Jamaica changing their curfew, I believe it was like 2 days before you left, right? Did that affect you in any type of way? Because I know there's some days where, you know, So, and with that, you just change your tours around, like for the days, or?
The days, the tours were fine, minus the Luminous. That one actually went up a little bit, but I mean, it was still fine. Oh my God, Adrian. It was so beautiful. Like, being in the water and just seeing it all blue around you. And then like, you'll be in this one area, but you'll be there too long. So then they wouldn't be as like, as bright. So then they will say, you know, hey, move over just a little bit. And it like lit all the way back up. It was nice. Let me see. As far as the curfew really affected us. Not every single night, because there was stuff and entertainment to do at the resort. So I wasn't really bothered by the Monday through Friday curfew, you know, as much. Now, I will say the first time I actually went there, though, it was the street parties and, you know, all of that. It made it, you know, a lot of fun, but our resort was everything. So I didn't feel like we missed out on anything as far as the 8 p.m. curfew when we were there Monday through Friday. However, my birthday was actually on Saturday, which was the 27th. Well, curfew was at 12 o'clock. So that actually took away, you know, time that we could actually do stuff in. But I think that day, we reached out to Norman. Okay. A couple of days before that, actually, we had reached out to him and was like, you know, hey, well, since the curfew is going on at 12 o'clock, you know, we talked about going to Scotchy's. You know, I would just like to go to Scotchy's and then go and grab some souvenirs for some of my friends and my family. He was like, oh, okay, that's fine. And with Norman, it wasn't just I'm going to take you straight, you know, to get the souvenirs and everything. Like, we went on a whole tour. He stopped, you know, picked stuff from off trees. He told us about everything that we were seeing. So it was kind of like, even though the curfew was 12 o'clock, like, we still had excursion on its own, just with Norman.
Just with Norman. And for those of you that don't know, Norman is my driver that I send everybody to. He's amazing. And if you want his info, just send me an email and I'll give you Norman's info. But He's excellent. Like, people love Norman. Love
Yeah,
very much.
Definitely.
And I tell people too, he's like a tour guide, but not a tour guide. But because he's
Right.
been in Jamaica for so long, he knows everything about Jamaica.
Everything.
And
Yeah, definitely
Everything.
shows. Definitely.
He was just, I don't know, he was amazing. Like, just amazing. I guess because, like I said, I do travel so much, and even with excursions that I've actually paid for people to talk me along the way, he was in his own little zone. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause just to have him just for transportation here and there, I don't know, Adrian. He was just the bomb.com. And he's a character. He is.
Very
like
good.
When he took us to Scotchies or whatever, he was like, well, make sure you get this and make sure you get that. Make sure you have this put on the side and do it like this. And he was just like great at everything.
This is where they're making it over here. So
make sure you take a picture right here. Like, we never felt rushed at all. I don't even know what he had to do before or after, but he never rushed the only one that needed him,
Good. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Normansthebomb.com.
Yes.
Do you have any advice for anyone that is considering travel right now, but not sure if they should go to Jamaica? What would be your advice?
Reach out to you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, definitely.
And my advice would be, since they do have a curfew, go longer than 5 days.
Exactly.
Because if you go, like, we went for 5 days, but a day and a half of our stuff was kind of cut off because of curfew on Saturday and Sunday. So I would say stay more days, maybe like 7 days, but don't be discouraged because, Corona is, out here in the world or whatever. Just go and have fun. Jamaica is still amazing. It's still beautiful. They do take the necessary precautions to make sure that everybody is safe. What else?
Even if you don't want to, like, let's say you can't afford to stay longer than 5 days, just change your dates around.
Yeah, do like a Monday through Friday. Don't do like something that includes Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, because if you're planning on leaving, or if you wanted to go out with a bang for the end of your trip, you don't want it to be on the weekend just due to curfew. So, like, just switch them around, and you're still gonna have a wonderful time.
Really
for
good.
my first time in Jamaica, it's definitely a place I would love to go back to.
Yeah, I love Jamaica. That is so good. But that's really good advice about the curfew. Like, maybe switching around your days.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much like shot after Friday, 12 p.m. So, but no.
Nope, it's Saturday at 8 p.m. I mean, Friday at 8 p.m. all the way up until, you have Friday at 8 p.m., everything shuts down. Then you have Saturday, but you only have until 12 p.m. on Saturday. And then Sunday, everything is shut down. So,
like, the only thing you saw on Sunday was like the patrol people, really.
Oh, and keep in mind, y'all, it's not like how it is here in the States. I don't know if everybody remembers, like, when we had the curfews or whatnot, when everything shut down.
Right.
It wasn't like that. Like, here, gas stations are shut down. I mean, their gas stations are shut down. The banks were shut down. Everything was shut down. So if you want to get souvenirs and all kind of stuff like that, do it before. Because nothing will be open. Nothing.
I didn't realize that. The gas stations too. Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Very good to know. But yeah, and I have to say too, like, with you two being nurses and feeling comfortable and feeling safe and encouraging, like, as long as you travel, you can travel, but you just got to travel safely. You got to wear your mask, you got to hand sanitize, and, social distance. And you can still have a good time. It's not going to be the same as obviously before, pre-COVID, but you still have a really good time though.
We did. Amazing. And when you get there, you guys, when you're actually checking in, I want to say it's like $39, $40. I don't know. But with the Jewel, they say, hey, just in case 3 days prior to you going back, when you do your COVID testing, if you test positive, we will pay for you to stay here for the whole 14 days. I'm not sure like how many other places are actually doing that, but I thought that was pretty nice.
Especially for the price that they offer, because
if you
think about it in general,
$40 just for insurance basically, and you'll still be able to stay in a nice, beautiful place. Yeah, you're gonna be confined to your room, but
the view got a great view.
The view is amazing.
Exactly. You'll have a great.
That part is I thought that was pretty dope about it.
Also, take into consideration as far as it do come to that. So if you, for the amount of days that you're going to stay, if you're staying, at least I know at the Jewel, if you stay like 3 days or less, you have to pay for a COVID test.
Right.
And it's a pretty penny.
Yeah.
So if you're going to stay longer, your COVID test is free. So just, have money set aside just in case if you are doing like a short-term trip.
I don't see why you would though, but
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
And I gotta say to everybody that y'all were sending me voice notes and text messages like, we want to go away. Let's plan now. Let's get on a call. So y'all had such a good time. Like y'all were planning your next vacation on vacation.
On vacation, sitting outside. We're like, okay, so what are we gonna do now? Like, do we come back here? Do we go to Aruba? That's the other thing, y'all. I will tell y'all about Adrian. Now, some of the times, y'all, this was me. When I would message Adrian, I honestly would not even pay attention to what time it was. Because I would be like so excited about something, or a random question would just pop up in my head. So Adrian, I'm so sorry. She always responded, right back. Anything we wanted, anything we had questions about, like it wasn't like okay, well, I've taken care of this for you guys, so now I'm done with you. She was there even when we were on vacation, every single step of the way with us, asking us how we doing, how we loving it, just all kind of stuff. And I thought that was pretty freaking amazing. But yes, we did. We were sitting there trying to figure out where we were going to go next and when while on vacation, because it was
so glad that I was able to be there. And I swear, like, I loved working with y'all so much. And even the voice notes back and forth and the video and the water splashing in the back. I'm like, I wish I was in that pool with y'all right now. So I had
it was
time working with
I'm glad, because I was just like, oh my God, I know she's gonna be so tired of it. She's gonna be like, I would never.
I've had some clients like that, and I swear you're not one of them at all.
Thank you. Definitely. Every single place that we go, that's a new place. For us, Adrian, that's it. Oh. Right. I'm not doing nothing anymore, but messaging Adrian. That's it for me.
And I'll be here.
With the COVID testing, make sure you actually do it within enough days, because even for us, we forgot and weren't even thinking about it. So we reached out to our butler, of course, Linroy, and he was like, oh, well, they're busy all day. They're booked all day today. But if you guys can come right now, you know what I mean, I can get you in there. So we actually ran downstairs. And did it. So be very, very mindful of that, because when you're having fun and thinking about stuff like that, especially for us, if I'm not at work, I'm not a nurse. I'm just Kim. That's it. So I'm not thinking about a COVID this or a COVID that, because we think about it 24/7. Right. So it honestly slipped both of our minds. We weren't thinking about it until I don't even know what popped up. We was like, oh man, we got to get COVID tested, but it was quick, in and out. Okay. Didn't have to wait.
Yeah.
Which test did they do? Was it the antigen or PCR?
The antigen.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's because going back home, meaning going to the States, coming back to the States, it's not as rigorous as what Jamaica wants. Jamaica, the lab information needs to be on there. Like I said, the credentialing, everything has to be on there.
The type of test is being performed, the credentials of the person, the doctor, everything. Like, you had to have everything listed to a T, or they would not accept any other COVID test.
Yeah, they are playing. But I want to say too, thank you, both of y'all, nurses. I know y'all work crazy hours doing doubles all the time. So thank you both, Kim and Travis, for all that y'all do. Y'all are wonderful.
Well, thank you.
So we'll definitely work on planning your next trip. You let me know when you're ready. And of course, if you have any questions, Kim, you got my number. Travis, you got my number. Just text me. Call me.
I will. No problem. Definitely.
Thank you so much for doing this. This was really helpful and insightful. And again, I get questions all the time, so I know a lot of people are going to be getting a lot of great information from this. So thank you both.
You are very welcome.
All right. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Thank you all for watching. And if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to click now on that like button, click like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I'm actually going to do another video for Breathless Montego Bay because I get a lot of questions for that one as well. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in booking with a travel agent, send me an email at adrian@breathlessgetaways.com. Stay safe and be well.